Don't we all want to be better individuals at some level or other? What does that look like for you to be genuine, to feel empowered and seen? Can you feel the sadness, the anger, or the disappointment you've been carrying for a very long time, unable to say what you really want to say? You'll discover the many underlying layers that hinder your progress to becoming this genuine person. Notice how Derek in this session makes an important distinction by saying, I know it's my ego. It's not my heart. It's not my essence. Get comfortable, relax, and pay attention to this unique transformation from people pleasing to embodying and feeling empowered, empowered to be seen, empowered to be genuine, therefore becoming a better person.
Your biggest desire is to always operate from the most genuine and authentic self.
Yes.
I love that. So, my question to you is, where do you feel that in your life you are not operating from the most genuine and authentic self?
Great question. The thing that jumps out is probably in social situations. For example, let's say I'm out with a group of people, whether they're friends or some friends, people I don't know, I'm meeting for the first time. I feel like I have a tendency, like many other people probably, to put on this facade, this social derrick kind of everything's great, I'm having a great time when maybe I'm actually not. Like maybe I will at first, but if it turns a bit sour or if I just don't feel like being there anymore, I don't know that I feel like my most authentic, genuine self would be able to say, "Hey, I'm not feeling this anymore. I'm going to go."
Mm.
And I usually end up staying longer than I would really want to, or pretend that I'm having a better time than I really am. That's what I feel jumps out at me. But I feel like that type or that flavor of maybe wanting to please other people
Yeah.
and not letting people know how I'm actually feeling because I don't want them to feel uncomfortable or be rude. So I would say it's me in a social setting, maybe not being honest with how I actually am feeling in the time, putting on a facade a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you take a nice deep breath from your lower belly, all from the tip of your toes, right? Really, all the way to the top of your head, where do you feel that?
In my face.
Hmm. In the face. Very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, because I feel like it's a mask. I feel like my face says or does or operates or looks differently than what I'm actually feeling. And so when you asked me that,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, my face was like, yeah, it's here.
Hmm. Yeah. All in that head area, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is really good. And I thank you so much, Derek, for sharing that and noticing where you feel it. Now, the first thing that I would like to share is what you're talking about is commonly known because we have that fight or flight response system. But because of the way some of us have been raised, there's also the fawn response. And that is also your brain going into survival mode because that need to please is stronger, to please others is actually stronger than the need to please yourself,
Mm.
to be aligned with your truth. And I like how you said, oh, this is all good. It's just here, the issue. Exactly. It's just here. It's that ego part, the mind, however you want to call it. So that need to please is what we'll be looking at and see where this journey takes us today. So I'm going to get you to tap on the side of the hand. Exactly. Have we ever done EFT before together?
We did a little bit, just a very
Okay. Okay. So if you have any questions, just ask me. Don't be afraid to slow me down, stop me and say, it's Christine. And remember that when we do EFT, if I say a sentence and it doesn't sound really true to you, you can switch the words in it and make it even truer. Because the more you represent the words that are real to your world, how you express things, the better quality release we get.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. So even though
Even though
I have this need to please others,
I have this need to please others,
and I want you to take a nice deep breath in the lower belly. Hold it, relax the shoulders, the spine, and just release. Whatever needs to be released in this moment in time. And this need to please others out of 10, how strong is it?
right now it feels like an 8.
Perfect. I'm glad I triggered you. Because if I trigger you and you're high, then we can work on the layers. Okay. Yeah. So I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself
love, accept, and forgive myself. And I forgive all those
who contributed directly or indirectly to this situation.
who contributed directly or indirectly to this situation.
And take another nice deep breath in. Relax the shoulders, feel your sit bones, and exhale. Beautiful. So I didn't mention it in the beginning, but I have permission to release on an energetic level at any time, correct? Very good. So
Even though
I have this need to please
I have this need to please
that overpowers my heart.
that overpowers my heart.
And take a nice deep breath in. Relax the shoulders and release. Can you show me which side is left and which side is right on you because of that's
This is
your,
my left.
okay, perfect. Thank you. I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love, accept, and forgive myself.
love, accept, and forgive myself.
And I allow myself to forgive all those who contributed directly or indirectly to this need.
And I allow myself to forgive all those who directly or indirectly, I don't remember the last part.
Contributed. It's okay. I know I was like, I love that you're telling me. You just needed to laugh, and that's why it went that way. So, laughter is an excellent way of releasing.
Love it. Contributed to the situation.
Exactly. See how it came all back? Ooh, awesome. Way to go. It's because the survival mode is coming forward, and then
Yeah.
you're unable to remember things you would usually remember.
Mm.
But at the same time, as we tap, we're calming that survival mode. Okay. So another nice deep breath in, relaxing the shoulders, the spine, feeling the sit bones. Good. And release. That's excellent. There's already a real difference in your posture. So
Even though
I have this wanting to please others,
I have this wanting to please others more than
the desire to listen to my heart.
the desire to listen to my heart.
Take a beautiful deep breath in. Relax the shoulders, the spine, feel the sit bones, and release. Just let it all go. Beautiful. I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely allow myself
to release this need
to release this need
because it's not who I am.
because it's not who I am.
It's what I've been taught.
It's what I've been taught.
I have major goosebumps on this. So this is really cool. So take another nice deep breath. Imagine yourself at a train station with a train that spirals down into the planet to burn everything you blow into it. Beautiful. Excellent. So on the top of the head,
This old desire
to please others more than myself.
to please others more than myself.
Back of the neck, this old desire
This old desire
that I have in my face
this old desire that I have in my face
and that I preciously keep there.
and that I preciously keep there.
Another nice deep breath and release that onto the spiraling train. Beautiful. Top of the head. This old way of being
This old way of being
that I bought into when I was just a wee little guy.
that I bought into when I was just a wee little guy.
And take a beautiful deep breath in. Train station. And release onto that train. And now we're going to tap on the inner corner of the eyebrow so it makes a unibrow. And this old wanting to please others.
This old wanting to please others.
And take a deep breath. Notice how it feels in your face. Oh, and you can take the mask off if you want and send it onto the spiraling train that will burn it in the magma in the center of the planet. And release. And then we'll tap on the side of the eyes. Yeah, just a little tad lower on your right hand. Yeah, perfect. Deep breath in. And this need to please, I've had it since, and I'll let you finish the whole sentence.
And this need to please, I've had it since as long as I can remember.
Do you have, if you close your eyes and you look inside, do you have a picture coming up of a situation at one time?
Yes.
And roughly how old are you?
11.
Sorry, I didn't hear your answer.
About 11.
About 11. Okay, very good. 11-ish. And how does your 11-ish feel with this belief that he has to please everyone first?
That it's necessary.
Because?
So people don't get upset.
Yeah, necessary to keep the peace. so people don't get upset. Take a deep breath. Ask him if he wants to tap and go to the train station with you and release that.
Like out loud.
Sure, go for it. If you can. If you can't, you can do it in your mind. It's okay. Whatever you're comfortable with, Derek.
Do you want to go to this train station with me? He says yes.
Okay, perfect. Does he need you to hold his hand?
Yes.
Mhm. And together on the count of 3. 1, deep breath in. 2, deeper. 3. Feel where it is in the body and release it. Oh, beautiful. Did you feel that shift?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Then we're going to tap under the eyes right here and ask him how he feels about this, about it being necessary to please others to keep the peace.
How do you feel about it being necessary to keep the peace?
Mhm.
His answer is maybe we don't need to.
Oh, maybe we don't need to. And yeah, maybe we don't need to. And if I ask you, Derek, today,
Mm.
how does it make you feel to please others when you don't want to?
Oh, when I don't want
Yeah.
Partially feels normal. It feels familiar. Partially feels romantic in that what a good put yourself, you put other people first, so good for you. But then draining.
Okay.
Just wow,
Yep.
come on. That's so much.
Mhm. Okay. So take a nice deep breath. Bring your 11-ish with you, 11-ish your old self with you to the train and take a deep breath and release it. Go. Very good. And then we'll tap under the nose. Does your 11-ish year old self have anything that he wants to tell you or wants to ask?
He wants to apologize.
Mm. Mm. And are you willing to allow that?
Absolutely.
Mm. Excellent. And in the chin crease, right in here, another nice deep breath in and release whatever's left. And do you accept his apology? We said yes. Is there, sorry, it's stuck in my throat. So, how does he feel right now? Content. Mhm.
He knows it's not really happening anymore.
Okay. Yeah. A lot less. Yeah. Because, okay. Very good. Excellent. It's not really happening anymore. Good. And what would you like to say to him?
I needed you.
Mhm. Yeah. On the collarbone point. So here's the collarbone, there's the knob, and just a little bit down from there. Yeah. So beautiful deep breath. Does he need anything else from you?
I don't think so.
Mhm. Does he need a hug from you or a high five?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. He's been very brave to show up today. What would you like to do to celebrate with him?
Just be, just acknowledge, just thank you, just
Mhm. Very cool. And how does that make him feel?
kind of good. Like he doesn't need me. He doesn't need.
Mm, very good. So if he's placed in a situation, is he able now? Does he feel he's able now to stand his ground and put his boundaries on and do what's right for him and listen to his heart?
Not yet.
Good. Good. That's good because I like how you say not yet. So ask him, what do you need? What else do you need from us here?
Um, certainty.
Mm, certainty. What kind of certainty?
He wants to know if he puts himself first, that he's going to be okay.
Mm.
Certainly.
And what does your adult self want to say to him?
There's no such thing as certainty.
Mm. So let's go on the sternum at the heart level and just take a beautiful deep breath. Relax and exhale. And under the arms, roughly 4 inches under the armpits. So roughly right here. Roughly. That's good. Beautiful deep breath. If he wants to tap with us, I need to please to keep the peace.
You
Mhm.
want me to say that?
Yes, please.
I need to please to keep the peace.
Yeah. Take a deep breath and release whatever's coming up. And we're going to go on the side of the thumb, the side of the thumbnail, like that makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you just tap gently. Yeah. I'm getting that he's complete and we need to go see a younger version of yourself.
Okay. Okay.
And we may come back and oh, maybe we could even ask him, can you remember when you were younger and you felt that you needed to please to keep the peace?
Yeah, we know where it is. Yeah, we see it.
Okay, so how old is that roughly?
5.
Okay, very good. So if we connect with that 5-ish Derek, does he want to come and tap?
Reluctantly.
Oh, well then tell him he doesn't have to.
Oh.
He doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, I didn't think he had a choice, but he might watch. Yeah, he
Yeah.
might join it.
Yeah, I have major goosebumps on that. So that is really good. Like major. Okay, I got to calm my head down. It's funny. So thank goodness I was told to step into my weirdness. So on the side of the finger and take a deep breath in. Ask him if he wants to come to the train station to release. And he doesn't have to.
Yeah, he
Whatever.
does. No, he
Okay,
doesn't.
so we'll take you, Derek, the adult, to
Okay.
the train station and take a nice deep breath in. Relax the shoulders and release. Very good. We'll go to the next finger. And ask this five-ish Derek version of you, what is it that really that he would like to share with you or he would like you to hear today?
Yeah, he's scared.
He's scared. And what would you, the adult self, can you picture yourself beside him and you can see he's scared?
Mhm.
What would you like to do to support him so that he doesn't feel scared?
I would like to tell him I'm going to make it all right. You don't have to be scared.
And does he need a hug from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. And how does that make him feel?
Better, but it doesn't fix it.
No, it's been very well ingrained in him. Was it mom or dad that had this belief that you needed to please others?
Probably more mom,
Mm-hmm.
but I was actually probably trying to please my dad more.
Yes. And why were you trying to please your dad more?
Because he would be the one who would get much more upset.
So you feared his anger. Yeah. And I'm going to have you go on the side of the hand. I was so afraid of his anger.
I was so afraid.
So my mom taught me how to deal with it by pleasing him.
So my mom taught me how to deal with it by pleasing him.
How true does that sound?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect. 1,000,000%, eh? Yes. So can you see that your 5-year-old self understood very young that in order to be safe and keep dad from getting angry, that if he did everything to please him, just like your mom, you picked up the cues from your mom because you're very smart, and I want you to tell him that it's not who he is, it's what he was taught, what he picked up because he was so smart. Can you tell him that?
Mm. Okay. Okay.
Because it was a strategy to stay safe,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
keep the peace. And don't you find that he was very smart about it?
Absolutely.
Brilliant, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell him like how proud you are of him. What a
Okay.
brilliant.
Put a high five on that one. Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
how does he feel now?
A little relieved, but convinced them that okay, then that's what we have to do then.
Yeah, convinced. Doing it just to please dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that we can keep the peace in the home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how does that make you feel, Derek?
Sad.
Sad.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
Take that sadness and throw it onto the spiraling train, or the hot air balloon if you want. So when you go to the station, there's both now, and you get to choose, or you can send it on both. Very good. So I'm going to do a trauma release section, and I will cut the video and start it again because you need to do this with somebody who's qualified to do it. Okay, very good. So back on the side of the hand, we invited your 5-year-old to join us in the tapping, and he said yes.
Mhm.
How does he feel right now?
It's okay. He's pretty chill.
Pretty chill.
Yeah.
And how do you feel?
I feel a little bit of relief. Feel relieved.
Good. Excellent. Now let's ask your 5-ish year old if he feels confident that there are other choices out there.
Yeah, he just doesn't know what they are.
Very interesting. And with all the knowledge that you have today, Derek,
Hmm.
what choices would you like him to know about?
Hmm. Oof. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. So take another nice deep breath in. And let's see what he needs to be able to. His dad's emotions are not his, they are his dad's emotions. I have goosebumps. Very good. And how does he respond to that statement?
Yeah, he doesn't want to see them. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to see his dad's emotions. He doesn't want to be around it.
He doesn't want to be around it. So, being that he is super smart, has he figured out when is a good time and not a good time to go talk to dad?
Never is a good time.
Never was a good time.
It was
Okay.
never a good time.
He was always
On the brink,
okay.
if not in the midst.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then take another nice deep breath. This is important in your heart. Oh, ask him in his heart, what would he like to do? Be somewhere else. Were there times where he could be somewhere else?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And how would he know if he could be somewhere else or not?
Sometimes he would just go or hope that he'd stay longer at a friend's or
Mhm.
at school so he wouldn't have to come home.
Yeah, wouldn't have to come home and see and hear all that energy. So, one very good and easy way is to put your hand over your solar plexus. I'll stand up so people who don't know are over the upper belly. We can teach him that today and ask him, is it my energy or is it someone else's?
He thinks someone else is, but he needs clarification.
Perfect. Yes, perfect. So, how would he know? So, if you're feeling anxious, or what's an emotion that like scared, right? If you start feeling scared
Mhm,
and you put your hand over your upper belly, solar plexus area,
mhm.
And you ask, take a nice deep breath, relax the shoulders, and ask, is it mine? Is it my fear?
No.
It's not his fear. So he doesn't need to take it, does he?
No.
No. Let's take another nice deep breath. Tell him to release that fear that isn't even his. Okay. I've had the message 3 times, but I didn't want to interrupt, so I will. We're going to wrap them up in green, in a green color, so that, which is about healing. And you can dress them up in green, give them green ice cream, whatever. Be creative. What would he like? Let's scream, or wrap up in a green blanket. You live in a warmer place, so you might not want the green blanket, but here I would love it. So have you found something that he would love that's green? Yeah. Do you want to share or keep it private?
Oh yeah, no, it's a green blanket.
Okay, perfect. And tell him that anytime he's scared, he can wrap himself in this green blanket. And how does that make him feel?
Okay. What he wants.
So your adult self knows that eventually you're not with this dad anymore, living
Mhm.
with him. Let me just think. He really wants it to stop. Oh, so this green is a cloaking device where he can be invisible and not feel his dad's anger. Would he like that solution?
It sounds good.
It sounds good. Let's put you under the green blanket with him.
Okay.
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 And let's try it and see what happens. So we need to tap to keep the amygdala calm. So we're going to tap and take a nice deep breath. Does he want to tap with you, or he's just happy being? Yep, he wants to tap.
Tapping.
Perfect. Okay. So you're in a situation. Can you remember the situation where dad? Yep, perfect. Take a deep breath, cloak up in green. And how does that feel?
Hmm. Better.
Okay,
Better.
good.
It doesn't stop it.
Exactly. So you, as the adult, is there anything you would like to tell your dad to help stand up with little Derek?
Mhm. My adult self.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I've got to stop.
Yes. Take a nice deep breath. And how does dad react? No change.
Makes no difference.
It makes no difference. So take another nice deep breath. How does your mom react in all of this?
Like we do, placating and pacifying.
Is there anything she would desire to see happen?
I think she would like him not to drink.
Mhm. Ah, so can you help your mom and your little Derek tell dad? And we're going to put pause on dad so he can't scream. And you can say everything or not get angry. And he can listen to everything little Derek and mom have to say. the effect it has on them so that he becomes aware because he didn't intentionally get up every morning and say, I'm going to drink and I'm going to yell at everybody and I'm going to make everybody miserable. That definitely wasn't his intention.
Mm.
He was drinking because he was hiding the pain. So we're going to pause dad where he can only listen.
Okay.
Okay. His emotions are on pause. And
Okay.
what's little Derek and his mom want to say to dad? He's frozen. He can't scream. He can't yell. He can't get angry.
Ooh. Wow. Some very not nice things to start with.
Yeah. And that's okay. Let him empty his bag. Right? Yeah.
Adult Derek wants to tell him he's a fucking asshole. Like a
Okay.
complete and total
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous, over the top, self centered motherfucker in every fucking way. In every fucking way you can imagine.
Good.
And you need to fucking stop it. It needs to stop. And if you can't stop, then you need to get the fuck out.
Mhm.
That's what adult Derek wants to say.
So take a deep breath. Notice how you feel right now and release that onto the spine train or the hot air balloon. And how does little Derek feel right now?
Hmm. Less scared, a little more inspired.
Good. Is your mom able to say something?
Perhaps I don't know that it would be intelligible because she's overcome,
Yeah.
emotional.
Overcome. Mhm. Is there anything else that little Derek or you want to say to dad?
Yeah, we're done. We're done. We've had enough. We've had more than enough.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. Take a beautiful deep breath in. Relax the shoulders, the mind, and release whatever is left. How do you, the adult, feel right now?
Empowered, relieved, and sad,
Mm-hmm.
angry, disappointed.
What would you like to do with all those emotions?
Some I want to keep. I want the empowerment. I want the relief.
Good.
I want those things.
Mm-hmm.
The sadness and the disappointment, they can go.
Okay. And so I've got this beautiful rainbow bridge coming to you. And are you able, willing, and ready to release the sadness, the anger, and the disappointment?
Yeah.
Yeah. So take a beautiful deep breath and release it. Beautiful. Take another nice deep breath. Notice where it's maybe stuck in your body and release it. And another nice deep breath. We can change spots. Oh, actually, for the anger, we're going to go back up here. That anger, do you still feel some anger?
Mhm.
Just on that bone that we have here. So not on the soft part, but the soft part, but just the bone. Yeah. You still feel some anger, all that anger. And where is it in your body?
Some in my throat, some in my shoulders.
Mhm. So you've been carrying it for a long time, unable to say what you really wanted to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And are you ready to release that? What color could that possibly have? If you had to give that anger a color, what color would it be?
Purple.
And if you had to give it a shape, what shape would you give it?
It's long, it's cylindrical.
So now that you can see it, this purple cylindrical shape, what would you like to do with it?
Feel like I want to shoot it out.
Okay, go for it. Never thought I'd say that, did you? Does little Derek, who's 5-ish, want to come and shoot it out? Your 11-year-old, did they want to come and shoot it out?
So 5-year-old Derek doesn't have it so much because 5-year-old Derek still cried a lot. But he got a lot of it out.
Beautiful distinction.
Yeah. 11-year-old Derek and older Derek's have it.
Yeah. Yep. There's a whole bunch of them showing up. All those different Dereks, invite them to shoot that out. This is the time right now, through time, space, and memory, to allow that to be released. I just feel like I need to add that we're doing a lot of stuff here today. However, for some people who have never meditated like you do, they might not be able to go this deep, and it's okay. So just know that every person is very different if you're listening. And Derek here has been meditating for years, so that's why so much of it is willing to come up and be released today.
It's interesting that you say that because I'm like, this is a lot of shit.
It is.
I saw a lot of Derek's lining up, and I was like, "Boo! There's a lot of you here," and I don't know if I got time for all this. And right before you said that, I was like, "We're gonna take a long fucking time." So thank you.
What if you all do it together?
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Instead of one after the other? That would take a long time. I agree with you.
Well, we never seen each other before, so it's kind of like, whoa. But that's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we can try that.
Let's just all go together, and
Okay, yeah, that works.
That works, eh?
That has some. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. And how's that purple cylindrical shape doing?
It's funny because it's like a beam of light, but it's like a lightsaber. You know, it's like hard,
Yes.
and it has, and does it end? Is there an end to this? Or is it just she eternal? Like, it's a long fucking lightsaber. Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because there's many years of, and whatever is ready to be released today, that's what needs to be released today. And just hold that as it's perfect just the way it is right now. Take another nice deep breath. Let's go on the sternum and release. How do you and some of you feel? It feels funny saying that, but it's how it's coming out.
It's very interesting. I don't know the word. But we feel a little less burden.
Yeah. Would any of them like to go to the train station and release some more of that burden?
Oh, yeah. Some want to stay there.
Good.
And vomit.
Oh, yes. Love it. Yeah. And just vomit that out.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And
that's
even taste it. That's really essential. But
it feels like it's coming out too. I can see it coming out. So it's
yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah,
It
do it.
really is beautiful. Yeah.
It's
It's a
fun.
beautiful purging process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take another nice deep breath and just, oh, you can puke that out onto the train and it'll go down into the planet and burn it all up and transform it into love. And the love can be for you and the other versions of you, or it can just be for whomever in the world needs it. Whatever feels right for you. And a deep breath. How's your 5-year-old feeling right now, first of all?
It's cool.
He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The daddy on pause thing was like
beautiful.
well, he's just keeping on pause then for right now. Pause is great.
Awesome. Awesome.
Never considered that. Never considered. It
Mhm.
felt eternal. It
Yeah.
felt constant,
Yeah.
never ending.
Yeah.
So he feels like he's got a remote. Girl, we'll just pause for her. Just be like, you know what?
Exactly what I was going to say. Give him the remote.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah. He has a remote. Awesome. So thank him and honor him for being such an amazing kid,
Mm.
willing to see new possibilities
Mhm.
and willing to release and
Mhm.
willing to play the game with us.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. He's really cool. How would he like to celebrate?
He feels very like just moving just in a lot of different frenetic kind of ways in awkward whatever ways.
Good. And how does that make you feel to see that?
I don't know the word. I want to say seen, but I also want to say I don't know the word for that.
Seen is beautiful. How does it feel to feel seen?
Empowering. It feels not being seen feels abnormal. This doesn't feel abnormal.
Yeah. So let's breathe in some green to replace that empty feeling, that so that the new norm, I don't like that sentence at all. Okay. It doesn't feel normal. So that's the brain telling you that. It's not the heart. Connect to the heart. How does your heart feel and his heart?
They feel fine. The brain really wants to come in and decide that though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. I'm going to have you tap around the ears. You make a C shape with the hands and you tap around the ears. It reaches many different meridians. You can just touch or tap, whatever's comfortable. Take a deep breath. So I'm feeling the resistance. All that resistance. And that resistance right now is what out of 10?
8-ish, 9.
Yeah, good. Good because you're noticing it and we get to release. So we'll go on the side of the hand, even though I have this resistance
Even though I have this resistance
to my new normal.
No, I don't like that sentence. Again, I said it again.
To this new way of being.
Yes, these new possibilities, new way of being. Yes. Thank you. Take a deep breath. Relax, release. I know it's my ego.
I know it's my ego.
It's not my heart.
It's not my heart.
It's not my essence.
It's not my essence.
So a deep breath. What if we asked your ego to listen to your heart more from now on?
Okay. That's not my department, but
So what if we ask your ego to just experiment over the next week?
okay.
Give it a go, try it out, and see how it makes you feel.
Okay.
Mhm.
We're open for that.
Good. So I allow myself,
I allow myself
deep breath in.
the possibility.
I just need to find the right words. Give me a second. So what possibility do you want to allow in, Derek? That's why I couldn't find words.
It's so interesting because my head is so different from my body.
Mhm.
And yeah. So it's like verbal answers are head for me. And I spent so much time dancing, it was physical. So I could tell you moving, but I can't tell you without my brain goes, you're asking me. So this is a
Yep. This is beautiful because there's a reconnection happening right now so that you can team up together.
yeah, they're on different fucking teams. Yeah, they don't
Yes.
get on the field together. But either we got this or you have this. We don't do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you like to team up?
Honestly, what I see is these two teams that instead of being separate, one is always with another one. They're the buddy system. So
Beautiful.
brain and this, we're connected. We're like this instead of like that.
So a buddy system.
Yeah,
Beautiful. If you breathe into that, how does that feel?
that's the desire.
How does the body feel and how does the ego feel? Let's keep that distinction for another minute.
The body is, don't worry about the body. The brain is like different. Brain is so,
Yeah, I got the image. So I want you to put on a green hat or toque or baseball cap, whatever you want, or bandana, whatever feels right. Put that on your brain.
okay.
And we're just going to allow,
I want to rap, girl. I want to like
wrap it around. Yes, go for it.
like a big like turban situation.
Yes,
Hoodie.
perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. Breathe into that. And how does that feel?
Hmm. It feels good. It's like big. It's like
Perfect.
the wrap is huge.
That's okay.
It's like she just feels really big. It's okay. You want to get her in green, just understand. It's not, she's a big wrap. And I'm like, that's okay, bro, because
Yeah.
it's gonna then fun. Just let me rap. Just be quiet.
You're allowed to have resistance.
Okay. Yeah.
Resistance is actually amazing because it means that you're breaking down to break through.
Mm.
Mm. So, in the next few weeks, I want you to allow yourself a lot of grace, a lot of self compassion,
Mm.
a lot of self love. And you can use that green turban anytime you feel it.
I think I'm gonna get a green blanket.
Love it.
Or a green something, which is so funny because I own nothing that's green. I do not have anything green I can put on my body right now. So I'm gonna incorporate.
Something with green. Yeah. Or you can just close your eyes and see the green, whichever feels right. And I would invite you in your meditations to be like with the eyes closed, visually see yourself in the green.
Mm. Mm.
Just do your meditation with that green, your green turban, your green blanket. Yeah,
Mm. Ooh,
there's the goosebumps again. Good.
that's powerful.
That's powerful.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Did that calm the resistance?
Yeah, there's intrigue.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So when the ego is in intrigue, that is cool. Now you've got that buddy system, there's an intrigue, right?
Mm.
So what if this week you look at from an intriguing point of view,
Mm.
right? Hmm.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. Then you can sit, tap on any of the meridian points you've learned today and meditate with it in green. I think you will find this very powerful for yourself.
Yeah. That was a lot, Diva. In a great way.
In a great way. So I want to go see your 5-year-old and I want you to thank him and say, way to go, buddy. You were totally amazing today.
Mm.
So proud of you.
Mm.
Enjoy life. Right?
And you don't forget to use that remote, boo.
Yes. Use the remote. Excellent. Excellent. If we bring that through space, time, and memory to today, would you, Derek, be able to use the remote?
I would like to not have to.
What if it's a tool that you have in your pocket
Mm-hmm.
and you take out when you need?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that in the real world time, the pause means it's for myself. You're just gonna
Yes.
back.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
still going on.
Yes. Totally.
You're just
Totally.
gonna pause for you.
Yes.
You're gonna take
Yes.
a beat. You're
Yes.
not gonna pause people and be like, this isn't
Well,
happening.
no. Thank you for that distinction.
5-year-old Derek is freezing time. 5-year-old Derek is like, boo.
Beautiful. Yes, exactly. And if you're around people, you can tap on the fingertips like this, or you can hold your fingers, or you can cross your arms and tap a bit like this when you're with people. Those are all calm the amygdala, breathe in. How do I feel? Do I want to continue to stay here, or do I want to go somewhere else? Do I want to go home? What's best for me right now?
Mm.
When you cross your arms, it's the same thing as having your hand here and you're tapping
Okay. And you're protecting yourself from everybody else's energy, which is crucial when we are highly sensitive people, people who can feel other people's energies,
Mm.
right? Because as a 5-year-old, this is what you feared the most was your dad's energy, his anger that you would pick up and store in you. And now you're like, pause, your anger's not coming in me anymore. I'm done with that.
Mhm.
But in everyday situation, you've been there. You can also ask yourself, what was my goal to coming here? Have I accomplished this? Is there something else for me to do here now in this time and space? Like right now, am I ready to go home? Am I ready to, or can I
Mm,
stay? Am I picking up other people's energies?
mm.
And that's why I need to leave. So there's so much happening. I don't know why I'm sharing so much right now, but it's beautiful. Somebody needs to hear it out there somewhere. You can ask, is it mine?
Mm, mm.
Okay. This was an essential step for me to even be able to do Zoom calls, to learn to ask, is it mine? So when I said, oh, I feel like I'm puking, I
Mm,
knew it
mm.
was yours. Like I knew because that I'm doing that right now. I'm doing the healing. But when I'm done, I'm done. I take everything that I borrowed from you that I don't want, don't need. And actually now I'll just snap it out of me quickly
Mhm.
and release it. So over the next few days, make sure you drink lots of water, and you might want to journal as well, the emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Eh,
like I'm not gonna do anything for the rest of the day. Like literally, I need to be
yeah.
just with. I have a call later. And I'm just like, you're not doing. I'm just gonna be with myself.
Rest, have fun, enjoy. Yes.
Yeah.
Deep breath and release. Beautiful. And soak that in. Soak this new feeling, this empowerment feeling. Soak it in. And just allow. Your smart cells to soak in this new way of being. What's an awesome mantra for you to help you stay in this new feeling?
Maybe truth.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds very good. Simple to the point. So I'm going to share that the pen I picked up is green and the paper's green. Beautifully aligned for you.
Yeah, great.
Oh, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
And even if you need rest for a couple of days, know that it's okay. Allow it. Yeah. Grace, compassion, self-love.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mhm.
What's the one thing right now you're like, oh, I wish I could do this? That would feel amazing. Well, you don't have to share it.